Like Oh, we don't have them. Boy, Ellie and Robert. They're gonna come down. Oh. Ellie.
I know these two are.
Yeah, they're probably looking at their weapons.
Alright, so we
Where's the band?
Good evening and welcome to the commencement exercises for the Lynnfield High School class of 2023. At this time, I'd like to ask that you please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Also, please refrain from the use of artificial noisemakers during the ceremony. At the end of the ceremony, students and families will be able to meet on the field for pictures and etc. If you'd like to come onto the field after the ceremony, please do not bring any food or drinks onto the field other than water. Thank you. We did have a surprise for everybody that Todd Angeli, the national anthem singer for the Boston Bruins, and a Lynnfield resident, was going to be here to sing our national anthem for us. But I think with the change in time, he got stuck in traffic, so we apologize for that. So at this point, would everyone please rise while Mr. Wagg quickly cues up the national anthem for us. I will not be singing, so please feel free to sing along on your own. Student Council President, to share with you a welcoming address.
Good evening, Superintendent Vogel, Mr. Sear, Mr. Cleary, members of the school committee, faculty, family, friends, and members of the class of 2023. Wow, we made it. Thank you all for being here and supporting the class of 2023. We are incredibly fortunate to have so many encouraging mentors, family, and friends in our lives. Without you, we would not be where we are today. The consensus among most people is that high school is one big blur that contains countless small, important moments. When I was first tasked with writing a speech, I initially struggled to find the words to encapsulate our grade's high school experience as a whole, since each person's experience is so individual. However, we do have one very important thing in common: being part of Lynnfield High School's class of 2023. With that said, I would like to take you through a few of my most vivid memories here at Lynnfield. My first memory is our very first day of school, freshman year, when I was too terrified to even look a senior in the eye. The last thing I would have believed is that I would become student council president and be tasked with making this speech tonight. This really highlights the fact that Lynnfield fosters such a supportive environment that encourages all students to venture outside of their comfort zones. For me, this meant forging new relationships with classmates, teachers, and coaches. Furthermore, here at Lynnfield, I found my voice and learned how to express it, as I am sure many of you did too. By sophomore year, my most vivid memories were made on a computer screen. Thanks to COVID, the only way in which we were able to interact with each other and our teachers was through Zoom. This is when I began to realize how much I appreciated our freshman experience of attending school in person and being able to interact daily with all the inspiring people here tonight. I recognized how special it was to be able to walk in from the student parking lot with my friends or go to the cafe before class for a muffin and a spoon. Living our lives on screen underscored the value of those little social interactions, which we are now grateful to have back in our lives again. Although entering junior year allowed us to reconnect, we also had to face new challenges with more challenging classes, various pre-college tasks and tests, and learning how to balance school with our social lives and other responsibilities. Adjusting back to normal life was not easy for anyone, but here at Lynnfield, once again, we benefited from the support of each other, our teachers, and our families. And well, finally, senior year. The memories go on and on. Football games, senior nights, spending time with friends, going to prom, and at last, graduation. I have shared with you a few of my most exhilarating and scariest moments here at Lynnfield, but of course, each and every one of you has your own special list of memories too. Although I will never forget our late night study sessions, the pressures of sports, and the overarching anxiety of our GPAs, I will always hold dear these moments that will be engraved into my memory. These moments I was able to make with all of you. So thank you, Lynnfield, and thank you everyone for being here. I wish you the best as you jump into new experiences, face new challenges, and rediscover the joys and uncertainties that accompany life's best adventures. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. Last night, we recognized the outstanding individual achievements of the class of 2023 at our senior awards night. The list of award winners is in the back of your program. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the final group achievement of the class of 2023, which of course is graduation. In order to spare some time and hopefully stay ahead of those clouds, I'll be brief and to the point. The class of 2023 is outstanding. With more than 40 students with a GPA of 4.0 or higher, they are certainly talent-driven. But in addition to that, I can honestly say that this is one of the nicest classes that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. And maybe it's because we're all walking out the doors of LHS together, but I have to admit that the class of 2023 will always hold a special place in my heart. Thank you to the class of 2023 for your contributions to LHS and for making my job as principal a little bit easier and a whole lot more enjoyable. I'd also like to thank the parents, family members, educators, coaches, and advisors of all the students here today. I would like to thank Superintendent Vogel, Mr. Schoberg, and the school committee, the selectmen, and all of the organizations that have enriched the lives of this class, particularly the LAA, the Elks, A Healthy Lynnfield, Lynnfield for Love, Rotary Club, our various booster clubs, and of course, the fantastic people of our PTO. Without your help and support, our students would not have been able to reach the potential as scholars, performers, athletes, and citizens. Thank you all very much. At this time, I'm pleased to present Madison Daigle, valedictorian for the class of 2023.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to begin by thanking all of the people who have made this night possible. Parents and loved ones, your unconditional support and hours of hard work have made this week and our entire senior year so memorable, and we thank you. To our teachers, because we quite literally would not be sitting here without your advising. And of course, a very special thank you to Mr. Cleary. Throughout my high school experience, I viewed Mr. Cleary as someone kind, approachable, understanding, but also commanding of respect. I still remember the first time I met Mr. Cleary at freshman orientation. After sitting through the assembly, my mom and I walked out, and the first thing she said to me was how personable and rational my new principal was, and I nodded in agreement. And Mr. Cleary has never failed in that regard. Mr. Cleary, I am sure I speak for my classmates when I say I am so grateful to be a part of this graduating class because I cannot imagine Lynnfield High School without your presence. We wish you the best in retirement. We wish you the best in retirement, and thank you for making Lynnfield High School an academic but still safe and enjoyable environment for us all. But as much as Mr. Cleary has emphasized relationships and made us laugh with his usual appearances in our classes, we did all have to come to school to learn. And one of the biggest lessons I learned played out literally on this soccer field at the beginning of our sophomore year. It was August of 2020, the first time I was able to step on a field and play a game since lockdown. Beyond seeing you all every day, team sports were one of the activities I missed most during the pandemic. Running alone around my neighborhood or passing in the backyard with my dad was just never the same. Maybe for you, it was rehearsing lines alone for the play or trying to practice chorus through Zoom. Not even 5 minutes into the game, and I heard a crack and a swear from my dad in the stands, and I knew something was torn. I still cannot believe I walked off the field, especially when, a few days later, the doctor looked at the scans and told me I hadn't just torn my ACL, it was entirely gone. And with that, my entire sophomore year of sports. I was devastated. Sports have always been my social life and how I deal with school stress. However, in the end, this experience taught me a lot, and specifically 2 lessons I feel especially relevant today as we celebrate our graduation and look ahead to our future. My whole life, I've always been someone who almost exclusively focused on the future. I like creating goals and challenging myself to achieve them. My mom tells me that even from the age of 5, whenever we went hiking, I always raced ahead to the summit ahead of my brother and parents. I think it's partly because, if I'm honest, I've never really liked to look back. History is actually my least favorite subject in school. I've never been as riveted by the American Revolution or some war as I have been about science, which has always just clicked for me. I love learning about cells, and who knows why, but I can name each part of the electron transport chain and describe chemiosmosis, but I can never remember dates and could not even begin to tell you what happened in 1812. Although some may label me as ambitious, which I am, tearing my ACL also taught me that being exclusively focused on the future can be isolating. After my surgery, I convinced myself that if I worked hard enough and did enough PT, I could be back on the field sooner. In my tunnel vision, I spent months choosing to work out instead of spending more time with family and friends, which is ironic given we had just spent the past half year social distancing. The desire to speed toward the future lost me 9 months to anger and frustration. This experience reminded me that looking at history offers us a lot, especially the gift of appreciating the big and small moments in life. It's why I'm honored to celebrate these moments with all of you tonight, and I'm incredibly thankful for the memories we've created together. For most of us, this is our 8th year together. For some, even the 13th. And even from an early age, we faced more significant tragedies than a torn ACL, including the tragic loss of our classmate Sonny. But we found unity and solace within each other and a way to carry his spirit with us. And coming out of COVID, we've all learned to appreciate the value of any minute spent with each other and to embrace all the opportunities our senior year could offer. I will never forget packing the stands for Friday night football games, or the rush from finally winning an exhausting game against North Reading, or our ridiculously large senior trip to Aruba, as I'm sure some of you will never forget the band trip to Nashville or warming up before opening night of the play. But I also loved joking around during CAF studies and cramming during the 10 minutes before a test, or quick chats in the bathroom between classes. Even these seemingly trivial acts shaped our high school experience. I cherish all of those memories, and maybe even more because I lost some during those 9 months of physical therapy and online school. Tearing my ACL also reminded me that while we can look ahead and work towards goals, we must be prepared that the journey may be different than we imagined. And rather than linger in frustration and disappointment, we can be open to new opportunities and discover new passions. Want to know something ironic and maybe even funny? While I was devastated to not be able to play sports for 9 months, I never actually really loved soccer. It was just a sport I did because I always had, and it was easier for me to continue than to learn a new sport as a freshman. My injury forced me to not only walk off the field, but to reflect on how I wanted to spend my time. Nonetheless, I did love the camaraderie on the bus and sidelines, and of course, pasta parties. And I know in the future, I will make sure to choose things that provide the same sense of community, but also joy in the activity itself. And I wish the same for you, to use this period of change to reflect on where you want to dedicate your time, and to not just force yourself to do something because you always have. I could not be more grateful to have shared these past 8 years with you, and I'm filled with pride to stand here today to represent us and our achievements. Congratulations to all of you for all of our past adventures together, 'em, 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 together, 'em,
man, and thank you for your kind words. It's my pleasure now to introduce Sahil Akhtar, President of the Class of 2023, to the podium for his remarks.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and of course, the graduating class of 2023. A warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you as we gather here today to celebrate an incredible milestone in our lives, the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. It is my great honor to stand before you and deliver this speech, filled with pride, admiration, and a touch of nostalgia. As we look back on the past 4 years, we can't help but feel a whirlwind of emotions. Joy, excitement, anticipation, and perhaps a tinge of sadness at the thought of leaving behind the comfort of our high school days. First and foremost, I would like to give a round of applause to the foundation of LHS, our principal, Mr. Cleary. I speak on behalf of everyone here today that we will miss you dearly, and your impact on the school has not gone unnoticed. As we gather here on this momentous day, looking back at our high school journey, it fills my heart with immense pride to say that our class has excelled in every aspect. We not only achieved strong academic results on standardized tests and AP exams, but we also acted as leaders for the freshmen by serving as campus advisors, guiding them through the challenges of high school with kindness and support. We created memories that will forever remain etched in our hearts. From the senior prank where we camped out on the field and watched the sunrise together, to the simple yet cherished moments of mass breaks, where we could all go outside, sharing laughter and camaraderie. These moments brought us closer, fostering a sense of community that defined our LHS experience. Through our collective achievements and shared experiences, we have proven that our grade is not just academically exceptional, but also compassionate, resilient, and full of vibrant spirit. Our experience at LHS has not been perfect, but it was ours. Some people say high school is forgettable, but I think that couldn't be farther from the truth. The seemingly meaningless daily interactions will have an impact on us that we cannot even comprehend until it is already gone. The subtle anticipation you feel when walking into a class and seeing your friends smiling at you, or the moments where your teacher is yelling at you and you can't help but look around at your friends and hold your laughter. The small greetings we give when we pass each other in the halls. It's all in the past now. Some of us are going off to college, some to the workforce, but we are all moving on to a new chapter in our lives. Up until this point, we have done everything together. We have been in the same halls and we have walked together. We have sat at the same tables and eaten together. We have been given the same assignments and worked together. We have been in the same rooms and laughed together. Up until this point, we have all been living our lives. We have done it side by side, all together. From when we were kids on the playground, scraping our knees on the pavement, to now, high school graduates, all gathered here today to finally go our separate ways. I feel as though it is not right for me to make this speech without mentioning one special person. Let's all take a moment of silence to remember our dear friend and classmate, Sonny Tropiano. It is crazy to think that it has already almost been 8 years since he passed. Not a day has gone by where I have not thought about him. I know he's looking down on all of us today with a smile on his face. You are the kids that I grew up with, and nothing will ever change that. I hope the absolute best for all of you. I hope your futures hold endless possibilities and limitless success. As we embark on this new chapter, let us go forth with a sense of purpose, knowing that we have the power to shape our own destinies and make a difference in the world. Finally, thank you for granting me the privilege to call you all my friends. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sahil. It's my pleasure now to present Mrs. Kristen Vogel, Superintendent of Schools.
Before I begin my remarks this evening, I want to thank and recognize Principal Bob Cleary for his 31 years of service to the students and families of Lynnfield. Over the past 31 years, Bob has been a coach, the assistant principal, and the principal at Lynnfield High School. Bob has always done what is best for students, and it is the relationships he has built with the students of LHS that will be his legacy. Thank you, Mr. Cleary. Dear LHS Class of 2023, today marks a significant milestone in your lives as you graduate from high school, and it is a privilege to stand before you as you celebrate your achievements. As you move on to the next chapter of your lives, I want to leave you with a quote from the book Habits That Make a Champion that I hope you take with you. A champion mindset is not about being gifted or talented. It's about being prepared, focused, disciplined, and having a deep, unshakable belief in oneself. In life, you will face many challenges, and some of them may seem insurmountable. However, if you possess a champion's mindset, nothing can stop you from achieving your goals. Your success in life is not about the talents you have been given, but it is about the effort you put in, the focus you maintain, and the discipline you exhibit in pursuit of your dreams. Development of this mindset takes work, and the messages we send ourselves play a big role in this. We become what we think. Remember, there will be days when you feel unstoppable, and there will be days when you feel like giving up. However, what truly matters is that you have a vision and believe in yourself, because there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your vision is your driving force, and your job is to create a vision that you are passionate about and makes you excited for each day. As you move forward, never forget that you are capable of great things. You have the power to make a difference in this world, and it all starts with your mindset. Believe in yourself, stay focused on your goals, and never give up on your dreams. I believe in you and have tremendous hope that you will make our world a better place. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. You have worked hard and your efforts have paid off. Now it is time to go out, make your mark on the world. Remember, you are a champion. You have what it takes to succeed. You got this. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Mrs. Vogel. Again, thank you for the kind words. At this time, I'm delighted to certify to Mrs. Vogel, Mr. Schoberg, and members of the school committee that the assembled members of the class of 2023 have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation from Lynnfield High School. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas. At this time, I would like to ask class advisors, Mrs. Elizabeth LaMonica and Mrs. Jennifer Gogan, to please join Mr. Schoberg and Mrs. Vogel on stage in order to recognize our graduates.
Jenna Rose Gioso. Avery Milano Bird. Hannah Elizabeth Bromko. Grace Finn McCrell. Colleen Margaret Golden. Sahil Akhtar. Juliana Maria Guaracino. Carissa Phyllis Lenigro. Catherine Joanne Adamo. Angelo Thomas DeLuca. Rafiq Khalid Coder. Margaret Maney Ozanian. Cole Michael Adams. Tiani Sabina Alfama Polanco. Nathan James Alves. Lauren Nicole Amico. Anthony Edward Adebato. Ryan Patrick Bellaro. Jake Ronan Bellaro. Charles Jorge Beatrice. Vincent Carmine Benvenuto. Devin Joseph Bolger. Nate McLean McClarowitz. Aiden Christopher Burns. Jack Andrew Kalishman. Sophia Callie. Jake Tyler Calvani. Charles Vincent Capichetti. Celia Belinda Carboni. Julia Marie Carboni. Anthony Altiero Casano. Tucker David Caswell. Henry David Caulfield. Veronica Elizabeth Coletta. Kevin Michael Connolly. Chloe Ann Considine. Lucas Jonathan Cook. Courtney Margaret Cumming. Madison Kailani Daigle. Drew Joseph Damiani. Ayush Dasgupta. Grace Marie Davey. Sarah Lucia DiGennaro. Ella Emily Dermagian. Devin Christopher DeLutis. Rianne Dahid. Aaron M. Dharma. Jack Michael DeGangi. Ella Christine Doherty. Daniel Freitas Dorman. Ethan Merrill Downey. Stephen Victor Dreyer. Nolan Dennis Drislane. Mohammed Amin El-Matoui. Andrea Marie Ellis. Gavin James Fair. Sophia Grace Falzerano. Sophia Karen Farrow. Ella Marie Fury. Samuel Harrison Gazee. Alexander George Gentili. Isabella Tiana George. Evgenia Katerina Georges. Trinity Grace Jesimondo. Cassie Rose Giordano. Ella Catherine Gismond. Chase Stephen Goldberg. Christopher Gonzalez Jr. Harrison Whitcomb Grasso. Maria Giovanna Gravini. Bianca Daniela Guarancino. Robert Daniel Higdon. Han Hong Julia Viet Ho. Seahawk Adam Viet Ho. Ryan William Cooper. Ainsley Rose Hurley. Gabrielle Rose Jacobs. Kevin George Julian. Bryce David Kay. Owen Timothy Clee. Sumeda Venkata Kanduri. Marianne Lingfeng Lane. Fisher Avery Luba. Nicholas Anthony Lusich. Kiera Elizabeth Mallet. Camden Allen Marangi. Robert Paul Marley III. Ava Murata. Sophia Kathleen Mazzoni. Brandon Joseph McCarter Jr. Colin Michael McCormick. John Finn McCrell.
Way to go, Brandon!
Daniel Patrick McSweeney. Isabella Ali Mendiz. Dominic Nuzianti Michelli. Brady William Mills. Moon Converse Milne. Lucas Emilio Montesano. Kyle Havis Moraes. Julian Morales. Peyton Olivia Munyon. Christian Herrick Murphy. Erin Grace Murray. Jamil Chankwa Nadansi. Mia Ann O'Brien. Alyssa Evelyn O'Keefe. Jordan Lisa O'Mara. Damon Orlando O'Neill. Aaron James Olson. Chloe Valerie Palumbo. Emily Marie Palumbo. Jason Michael Passatempo. Ella Rose Pescioni. Charlotte Constance Radulski. Sophia Elise Rafa. Nicholas Jude Razzaboni. Margaret Amelia Reardon. Spencer Matthew Ripley. Justin Turner Rose. Connor Edward Ryan. Munir Nabil Safwan. Owen David Santarella. Rita Sagir. James Daniel Sharkey. Avi Shrivastava. Richard Robert Schobert. Julia Rosa Soto. Emmy Helena Spiker. Abigail Margaret Spillane. Lana Adrienne Sutera. Abigail Helen Travers. Jake Stephen Vinci. Andrew James Boniaco. Winnie Wang. Ava Elise Zalvin. We have one final diploma to present to Mr. Robert Stephen Cleary.
Will the graduates please rise? Please move your tassels from the right side to the left. I now present to everyone the most recent graduates of the Lynnfield High School, the class of 2023. Congratulations to you all. This concludes our ceremony.